Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. This week we are in the F3s around Oulton Park. What fun. Very tricky track, lots of tricky corners carrying speed, very difficult to overtake because it's very narrow. Okay, starting in 7th place for this one. Going around the outside of turn 1. He made a bit of a look to the inside there, but I'll just cut across him. Car slow on the left. Another position up. Coming down, this is actually turn 3. Apparently turn 2 is just a little kink between 1 and what I would call turn 2. Now this kink down here, normally flat out in racing conditions, but in the slipstream on the first lap, you don't want to be doing that, as the car on the right finds out. It's very tricky on the first lap. Now, just trying to settle into the race. There's a bit of a gap behind, so just settling in, keeping behind this blue car in front. Fast forwarding this section before we get some more excitement later on. So, here we are. The 8 car locks up a little bit going into Shell Oil's corner, the hairpin at the bottom of the hill. It's not giving me a great run up the hill. Normally with a bit of a lock-up like that, you'd hope to be getting alongside, coming into the kink, making a bit of a look, but not making it happen there. The 3 cars in front of us battling over the lead are really close together here. Coming down into Druids. And predictably, there has been a crash. So that's me up to 4th now. Just started 7th, I think, so just moving my way forward. Looking to the inside there, the blue car in front. Nothing happening. I do feel like I could catch that group in front a little bit while they're battling, so I do want to get in front. Coming down into turn 3 again, I like taking a nice tight line into that corner. I feel it gives me a better run on the exit. The 2 cars battling for the lead side by side. That doesn't work very well through the kink, as another car finds out. And also the runoff there. There's a lot of runoff, and then it just ends abruptly in a wall, and there is no way of slowing down before you reach that wall. Seems pretty dangerous to me. This time I've got a much better run off Shell Oil's corner, taking it to the inside now. Will I be able to clear him? He lets me go. He doesn't think there's any point fighting it on the 4th lap. Probably right. I was quicker than him. I was probably going to get past anyway. Now, can I catch that lead car? He did qualify quite a lot faster than me. While they were battling, I felt I had a chance of catching them, but in clean air, it feels like he's probably going to drive away from me throughout this race. So, might be a bit of a defense job for the rest of this one. So here we go. The 2 cars caught up with me. There's a few cars close behind this 2 car, so I was kind of worried that if we fought too much, then it could lead to me dropping back more positions. And given this was my first race of the week, I was pretty happy coming home 3rd. And I also felt that this 2 car was faster than the leader. So if he could move forward and maybe get into an incident in front or whatever. So here we are. It was quite a boring race for long portions there. Lap 16 now. So it was about 10 laps of just driving around by myself. It was good practice. I definitely got much faster throughout this race. The 2 cars just taking the lead now, so is there going to be a battle up front? Nothing coming into the final corner. But then as I went up this hill, I noticed the car in front had gone into the pits. I was quite confused at the time, but I realised later on that he must have reached the instant limit for this race, which is the amount of times you can go off the track or have contact with another car in a race. And if you exceed that, then you have to take a drive through. So here we go, quite a calm race, not much going on. A bit of action at the start, but coming home in 2nd, I felt pretty happy with that. I found quite a lot of pace. So here we are on the grid for race 2. Only 2 races in this video. Qualified down in 8th this time. So about the same as last time. Starting on the other side of the grid, let's see if that makes any difference. See the left-hand side got a slightly better start than me, but just slotting in behind. Taking it nice and calm. The car in front runs very wide. I'm pretty sure that's a Sauber livery from a couple years ago. So getting past that Sauber. We're going to see some other old Formula 1 liveries in this race. There's a mock Red Bull livery in front. There's a lot of them in iRacing. So, just skipping forward half a lap here, really. Just settling into the race. The Red Bull in front has a bit of a lock-up. Pulling out to the inside of turn 1. Can I get the move done? Down on the brakes. Braking quite late. Again, him not battling it. Only lap 2. He can settle into the race. He's going to have a chance coming back up the hill into the kink of what I believe is turn 7. So, just pushing here for a couple corners, trying to make as large a gap as possible. Coming into shallow oil's corner. He's right on my tail. Runs slightly wide at the apex and, well, being too aggressive, I guess, and slipping down. Let this old Force India liveried car come through. And in front of that, we have an old Williams livery. All of them from about 5-6 years ago. So, can I work my way back past a couple of these cars that just overtaken me? It was very frustrating that, because I really felt that I had a chance of closing in on the front group and having a good battle for the podium, but ooh, crash in the final corner. That helps me get back past a few of these cars. That took the Sauber out. We're just left with a Martini liveried Williams car and a Force India. They're running side by side, bumping wheels down into turn 2. Car in front just gives it up, lets him through for now. I realised after a move like that Force India car was going to be really aggressive, and we'll see how that comes into play later in the race. Making a bit of a look to the inside into Shell Oil's corner, but nothing happening there. He's got a very good run here. Let's see. Tries to take it to the outside down the straight. Let's see how this plays out. Just lifting off here. There's nowhere I can go. Just trying to follow whoever gets the run. Again, the Force India car moves back in front. I got a run at the Martini car here. Sort of blocked me off to the inside, so I looked around the outside, but it's difficult to go around the outside of there. Outside of Druids. Inside of the chicane, again, sticking my nose in. Nothing coming. A little bit of contact on the exit. Close racing. Behind you can see a car spin off onto the grass. It's not great racing from him. Again, through turn 1. Running a little bit wide at the apex, so giving up a bit of time. Here we go, fast forwarding again. It was close, but there was just no real opportunity to make a move. Just trying to stick on the back. He's making a bit of a move around the Force India there, but nothing coming. So, here we are again. Going into turn 1. He's looking to the inside, but again, it's just so narrow and so quick that it's difficult to outbrake someone on. But then here, coming into turn 3, that little look into turn 1 lost him a lot of momentum off the corner. Gave me an opportunity to send it down the inside. So important to get a good Shell Oil's corner this time. Down on the brakes, tuck it in quite nicely. Much easier on warmer tyres. Can I get into the slipstream with Force India in front? I do, so that has me covered for now. Now a few laps later, going through the kink in the slipstream, just lifting off. Again, it's a bit of a risk taking it flat out. He runs slightly wide. So, really close coming up the back straight. He's going to defend to the inside, so looking around the outside. side by side now. I'm just pulling in front, coming into the kink. But as I say, he's really aggressive, so I didn't want to hang it round the outside for fear that he would just shunt it straight in the side of me. Still, quite a long time to go in this race. There's no need to be overly aggressive at that point. I felt it was unwise against this driver to try and go round the outside of the kink. So I was going to maybe go for more of a surprise move, just take him off guard and try and send it down the inside somewhere. Not too many heavy braking points, maybe either into shallow L's corner or into the final corner seemed like the best options to me. But I was going to have to get a good run to have a chance at that. So coming into turn 3. Can I do this time again? Taking a slightly tighter line. Felt like that was getting me a better run off. Really close, well in the slipstream. Lifting early, so just to make sure that I don't hurt my run later on, and just pulling to the insides. Late on the brakes. About as clean as it can be done. Now the two behind are battling. I felt I was fast in this Force India, so should be able to pull away. But he's got a run coming up the hill. Don't want to give him the inside because I think he'll take me out. But I was far enough in front. Just rams into the back of me on the exit. I think if he'd just stayed to the inside, he probably would have got back in front. But running into the back of me. Because of that, I'm quite aggressive on my defense into Druids. Keeps him behind for now. And now the Williams making a bit of a lunge down the inside. And completes the overtake. So they're out of the slipstream now. That should be good for me. And inevitably, those two crash later on because of how aggressive that Force India was being. And that was good enough to bring me home in 4th place.